Patrick CC talking about Matt Rife, apparently the unfunny TikTok comedian that sold out a world tour. I've never heard anyone call him unfunny, but you know, I mean, I guess comedy is kind of subjective. But you know, we've definitely, I thought about it too because we was watching TikTok a lot at one point on here. We were seeing a lot of his clips, bro. I can't lie. But I knew him from Wildin' Out first. Let's see.
This is 28-year-old comedian Matt Rife, who has seemingly exploded into fame overnight because of TikTok. He just sold out a tour 10 days after announcing it. From now
10 days?
Year, every single one of
it's because he's shirtless.
Is sold out.
That's
this
why.
Level of dominance has not been seen in over a decade. However, Matthew Stephen Rife does not belong in comedy. Most iconic comedians are good. Okay, that was harsh. In all seriousness, they typically represent the common man. This relatability creates camaraderie between the comic and their audience, laughing together on shared experiences and understanding. Although Matt is from a very small country town in Ohio, he doesn't represent the common man. He has perfect hair, follows no specific diet, yet has the body of a male supermodel. The goal of being a comedian is to make people laugh. Whether you are a ventriloquist or dishing one-liners, if the audience laughs, you're doing your job. But one thing you'll notice is that a certain demographic likes...
Yo! This the first guy, no, I'm lying. This the first guy I see, bro. He ain't even, like, he's barely in the shot. Him, bro. That's crazy, bro. He having too much motion.
It's comedy more.
Let us see it, bro.
Women. From the words
of
let us see it. Comedian Norm Macdonald,
R.I.P.
women are attracted to funny men. It is often said. This is not true. It only appears this way because women laugh at everything a very handsome man says. So this gives the very handsome men the idea that they are funny. When that got his teeth fixed, everything changed. He started noticing that more and more girls were showing up to his performances, swooning over him, sending him risky DMs after the show.
We would go to colleges and I would like walk out on stage and for like the first 20 seconds, it's nothing but like girls like, oh my god, will you marry me? Like, just like that. Like only girls.
He admits that when the crowd has less women, he needs to be funnier to earn the audience's respect.
But they said that when you stepped on stage, you know, people judge you in the first few seconds.
Yeah, what they say?
They said they didn't think they were gonna like you.
Dude, I get that
all
so
the time, right?
Often.
Because you look like.
It's like Justin Bieber. That's crazy.
You can see a perfect example.
That's actually wild.
Of Matt doing crowd work, which is essentially when the comedian interacts directly with the crowd and tries to come up with jokes on the spot. It is the hardest and most unpredictable comic style.
It's good, Lucky.
It mastered. Rife is going back and forth with a young girl in the front row, but notice the guy sitting next to her. He isn't having as much of a good time as her.
Oh, yeah, he worked at the college as well, and he went on to become a pilot in the Air Force. Well, that's kind of cool.
He's like in the process. He's still got to graduate.
He's not even a pilot? So you haven't fucked a pilot.
Yikes.
You see, this guy doesn't find Matt as funny as the girl does. His eyes are fixated on him. His back is slouched, and his body is very closed. The girl identified this man as her friend. The poor guy probably realized that he is stuck in the friend zone, and he is jealous that Matt would be able to steal his dream girl at the drop of a hat. So
Yikes.
Funny, or insecure guys just jealous? Matt Rife is not funny. He's a comedian for NPCs. Anyone think this Matt Rife guy is terribly unfunny?
I mean, this is Reddit, bro.
Above average crowd work.
Come on now.
I tried to like him, but I just can't come around to it. I like my comics more disheveled. This very well could be the opinions of envious men, but it really does seem like his comedy is specifically designed for women.
And I just feel like younger girls are into too many dumb things, like things that don't even actually exist.
Is bro technically just the Drake of comedy? I feel, because think about how Drake first came up, bro. He was appealing to women first, literally. Like before he was even really like rapping. Like, well, no, he was rapping back then, but nowhere near like how he is now. You know, so I feel like in a way, bro's kind of just the Drake of comedy.
Scopes. It doesn't matter who you are.
Or could be.
Jesus could come back. Just. What's up, girl? Jesus Christ. And girls would still be like, yeah, we know. Your birthday's December 25th. You're a Capricorn. My ex is a Capricorn.
Yikes.
Don't make that mistake again.
Yikes. Real though.
I also love his sassy mannerisms.
Babe, come on. Are you serious? Him? You're worried about him? Friends, this wouldn't be as awkward. I want you guys to know that right now. Y'all making it weird, okay? I'm just trying to get to know a lovely couple.
Stand-up comedy is definitely a male-dominated art form. A lot of men prefer...
I was about to say, no way they got him ranked top 10 comedians anywhere.
Turns ordinary situations into intensely unrealistic anecdotes. One who tackles taboo subjects, self-deprecates. One who can skillfully immerse you into a story that is entirely fake, but paints the picture so well that you can't decipher it from reality. Matt often
Yikes, bruh. GG's.
sex, relationships, and delivers it with a flamboyant tone, producing a combination of claps and laughs. Many people call Matt Rife this generation's Dane Cook, since Dane
That's
was
fair.
popular amongst women due to his looks, which is not an insult considering Dane Cook is the entire reason why Matt is who he is. On October 15th, 2009, 14-year-old Matt saw Dane Cook at a nationwide arena. That night, Matt decided he wanted to be a comedian. He crushed school talent shows and became the stereotypical class clown. He did keep his dreams of being a football player in his back pocket though. His college recruitment statement said, "I am a very daft learner, with outstanding heart, ambition, and instinct. Progress very fast as well. I personally feel I am college football material and I cannot see myself doing anything else in my future. God has a plan for me and I believe that play is to play football for college and then possibly play on Sundays."
I'm crying.
In his letter, and he did not get a scholarship. So he
Yikes.
decided to use Twitter to reach out to every single comedian stopping through Columbus, Ohio, hoping to get just 2 minutes of stage time. D.L. Hewley was the first comedian to ever give him a guest spot at the Columbus Funny Bone.
Sick. W Mans.
Turned 16 and was 4 months into doing
The
open.
BMW belt is crazy. Nah, look, you gotta find one of those,
Another person that
bruh.
gave
That's
him a chance
hilarious.
early on was Eric Griffin, who became a mentor for Matt. He took him around LA, showed him all the comedy clubs, and got him into circles with pretty big comedians early on. You see, at the time,
crazy.
Matt's gimmick was that he was this Justin Bieber looking boy who was performing for mostly black crowds. He doesn't say this was intentional though.
Potential. I've been asked that a bunch of times, like, how did you find yourself in that kind of like market and audience? And I think it's just because like black comedians are more, they're more apt to sharing the spotlight or whatever. They're totally okay helping you out. I feel like a lot of white comics can be stingy. Like,
Eric Griffin described Matt's act early on as so black.
So black. Your act was so. It was like the blackest act, and then I knew it wasn't gonna go well.
Yikes.
You set me up.
It's hard to know exactly what Eric meant by this, but Matt has been criticized for wanting to be black for his entire career. His Facebook caption reads, "Just your average black teenager trying to look marketable. You feel me?"
That is insane.
So many black people then, huh? What do you want to be black? Fucking a little bit.
Obviously, these are just jokes, but there has been real discourse around his alleged black scent. Mickey Kendall, an author and diversity consultant,
He just sounds like he's from Ohio.
black scent is a term describing the fake accent racist and cultural appropriators use when they mimic black people. Nesenia Burton says that non-black celebrities are celebrated in entertainment for appropriating African American culture, especially our vernacular, while African Americans are either demonized or overlooked when speaking in black vernacular. Some people say that this is just how people from Ohio
Definitely do like that. Yeah, he just sounds like he's from Ohio.
admitted to doing this.
Really growing up and just with your comedy career in an urban club, you start to like music cues. I'm like starting to talk black and stuff like that. I'm doing like mainly black room.
But then readdressed the controversy a few years later. "I love when white people accuse me of having a black scent. First of all, you can't sound black.
This is such a 2022 tweet. No, this is just such a post-2020 tweet in general.
If my voice echoes a cadence
can't.
or tone of a certain culture, that's due to my surroundings. My apologies for not living my life exclusively around boring, corny white people." He has also addressed the alleged racism in his act.
I'm not racist. If you look at the people who I hold closest in my life, the people I love most and would probably die for, you would see that they're black.
Because of comedians like D. Ray Davis and Finesse Mitchell letting him be a feature act for them in 2012, Matt was discovered by his then manager, Gary Abdo, who owned Uptown Comedy
I thought that was
Club
Mr.
in
Beast.
Atlanta, where Matt would spend all of his time practicing material. Comics who came to this club saw the potential in Matt. Mike Epps even took him on a short theater tour. This stint in the comedy corner wouldn't last long because one very important man became interested in Matt's comedy.
It's incredible.
Nick discovered Matt's talents in 2014 and added him to the Wild and Out roster for season 7. This was Wild 'N Out's 10-year anniversary and debuted to 4.4 million viewers.
This is when I started watching.
High for 2015 TV standards. Nick Cannon's show has a history of giving promising new comedians a platform, such as Cat Williams, Pete Davidson, King Batch, just to name a few. His Wild 'N Out status helped him land his first acting role on Disney XD's Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything.
I never watched that.
And consistent paychecks rolling in, he decided it was finally time to fix his teeth, giving him a ton of confidence and making the girls lust him more than ever. However, one girl wasn't very fond of Matt, Zendaya, which got him into some controversy on season 7, episode 4 of Wild 'N Out.
Look, you're mixed.
I remember this, bruh.
Let's make a lifestyle.
I remember this, bro. This is crazy.
Spit that water out so I can get your number, please.
Bro's wildin'.
Touch it. She can handle herself.
People thought he went too far by touching Zendaya's face and immediately checked him. But Zendaya never
Pretty crazy.
about the incident afterwards. As if 2015 couldn't get any better for Matt, he finally got to meet and open for his idol, Dane Cook. Matt became a regular at the Laugh Factory in LA. He was added very consistently to big lineups, becoming a go-to host for acts like Chris D'Elia, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino, Dane Cook, among others. This is common for comics to have a stretch of their lives just grinding clubs for years. Many people think Matt is just an overnight star, but he was very consistently doing stand-up alongside pros from 2015 until today, nearly a decade. In an unexpected turn of events, Matt was also asked to be the host of MTV's TRL during the 2017 reboot. TRL
I was about to say, TRL still around, but that was back in 2017.
The early 2000s music scene and pop culture. It was one of the most important shows for an artist to go on when promoting a new record. MTV thought this reboot would have a stronghold on culture again. They were wrong.
They were wrong.
Screen time for Matt.
It was still good to see it though, you know?
Allowed him to make more connections.
But it wasn't the same.
It seemed like Matt had everything going right for him. Opportunities kept falling into his lap, but there was still no explosive growth. It's likely because he was on TV at a time when TV was less relevant than ever, but his idol Dane Cook believed he would be a star. In 2019, Dane had Matt as his feature act on his massive Tell It Like It Is tour. But opening for Dane Cook in 2019 is like a new rapper opening for Nelly or Ludacris. Most of the audience are there to reminisce on something that once was and not discovered.
Fair.
Plus, his gimmick was drying up. People used to laugh at his set almost in support of a kid trying to chase his dream. He was funny for a kid. He was in his early 20s and he needed to be actually funny, especially looking like a supermodel. Dane, being the social media pioneer of comedy, tried to convince Matt that the only way to get to the next level is to use social media. For some reason, Matt was apprehensive, but after the pandemic, he had nothing else to do. So he finally launched his TikTok account. Most comedians in the past 3 years have heavily leveraged TikTok to help sell tickets. If they have a podcast, they will post clips of the podcast. Otherwise, they mostly post clips of them doing crowd work or experimental jokes that aren't going into their main act. Crowd work is extremely difficult, but Matt makes fun of girls left and right at his shows with ease.
Do the one-handed belt.
Take my belt off?
If I do, will you hang yourself with it?
Yo.
He would often
definitely from Miami though. He's actually not wrong.
This was, or ask women what are some red flags, aka warning signs they see in a guy.
Hold on, you said girl best friend? Have you met her? Yes. And you don't like this?
Yikes.
What's that?
We're not together anymore, so yeah.
Ooh. You guys broke up because of her?
There were a lot of reasons.
Okay, well then maybe don't put all the weight on her shoulders.
These segments can feel more like indulging in juicy drama of strangers' lives rather than comedy, but Matt's quick and witty responses make it worth it. Unfortunately, Matt's TikTok clips went relatively unnoticed for years. He wasn't that consistent, and TikTok was still in the era of short 15-second dopamine boost clips to keep people scrolling. Within that time, he even became a part of the TFIL YouTube channel. He released his very first comedy special on YouTube titled OnlyFans in late 2021.
That's what I did for my first special, OnlyFans. I labeled it OnlyFans because I knew so many people were Googling if I had an OnlyFans, so it drove.
A smart marketing tactic gained views in less than a year. As TikTok expanded the upload time limit to 3 minutes, then to 10 minutes, a lot of comedians felt confident uploading a longer segment that had all of the necessary context to tell their jokes. Plus, TikTok users proved that they don't just mindlessly scroll and actually tend to pay attention to longer content. Matt uploaded a 2.5-minute TikTok on July 30th, 2022 that went extremely viral.
Yo,
Did you guys break up?
38 million is crazy. Oh God, it is.
He didn't do anything?
I'm surprised more people haven't done that.
In life? Did he not have a job the entire time you guys were together? He did? He worked in the ER also? Are you working with a hero?
This video has nearly 40 million views. From there,
That's
his
crazy.
catalog and future videos got flooded with thousands of comments from women. So cute. He's cute. This dude fine as hell.
This Long Beach Griffey. Bro, I'm crying, bro. I saw the profile picture and I was like, there's no way. That's actually Griffey.
Funny and attractive.
And I love how the rest of the comments are just women too. That's hilarious.
Matt does not love them back because Matt has a type. He went into extensive detail on the type of women he likes on the Stiff Socks podcast. He said that they needed fake D-cup breasts, can't have a BBL, and this.
Sometimes you get a girl with a big clit and you're like, God damn, I'm nothing. You just see,
Dude, I've seen it. I've seen it when I've been in
Yeah.
the massive clit. I'm like, yo, that's pretty close.
yeah, it's like, what am I supposed to you or thumb wrestle?
Women on TikTok could
Yo.
not believe that Matt could be so crass. They were surprised to hear
Crazy.
their sweet and humble king talk like a dirty pig. The backlash caused the
That's why you
Stiff
can't be
Socks
parasocial.
pod to delete the episode from their channel. But Matt really
Bruh.
didn't know about his type.
Matt has a thing where he likes old chicks. Why do you like old chicks? The last four you
Yo.
dated are always way older than you. And what do I always say? It's not gonna work.
It's different this time.
It's
okay?
different this time.
Yikes.
I like the maturity. I don't like going out to the clubs every night. I don't want somebody who wants to be at the clubs every night. I don't
Matt likes older women, and a perfect example of this would be that
We watched this one on stream. This one's funny.
Matt liked his set so much, she tattooed her lip in honor of him.
What? I did not see that.
A horny middle-aged mom made him cookies and a shirt that read, "I
She got his name tatted?
All I got was this t-shirt and a BJ.
It's like the perfect consistency.
Yo.
Oh my God.
It's different this
So
time.
what? What's your name?
Favorite thing to say?
Tina? You are so hot. Thank you so much. Oh my God. How old are you? Say it. Say it.
Because
Yikes.
of Matt repeating, "Say it," this grandmother went and tattooed the inside of her lip. with the words, "Say
Yo.
it," and she now almost has 1 million followers on TikTok. This
Yo.
interaction was the most viewed TikTok
That's insane.
on his page at over 50 million views. Now everything
Yeah, we definitely saw that
has
one.
around 10 million views. His TikToks are arguably more important than his specials at this point. So he decided to do an entire crowd work special titled "Walking Red Flag" that absolutely exploded on YouTube.
Wow.
Often rappers and singers who go viral on TikTok have a hard time selling tickets to their live shows.
Yo, bro. So Fago been next up since the Trump administration. I'm crying.
For Matt, it's the total opposite.
I'm
He announced this
crying.
tour on June 5th, 2023.
I wish for a world tour, bigger than anything I could have ever dreamed of. And I want it full, sold out, with people from across the world who just want to come out, have a good time, and laugh.
His wish came true. Matt sold out
Insane.
over 150 shows all over the world just 10 days after the tickets went live. Every time he adds a new show, it gets sold out immediately. The only shows you
Yo.
can find tickets to are much larger.
Honestly, bro, at this point, I feel like you don't even gotta worry. I mean, Drake's tour is over. I was gonna say you don't even gotta worry about your girl going to the Drake show. Cause like, bruh. But
venues, 5,000 to
That's
10,000
wild.
seats. And he did this just 11 months after his first TikTok went viral. As much as Reddit trolls and angry men want to see his demise, everyone who has ever spoken about Matt publicly has said nothing but positive things.
Life making it doesn't, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
It makes me go, you know what, that kid f***ing deserves it.
I'll be real, I hate Matt Rife, okay? Fucking hate him. I hate, look, here's the thing, man, like, he's super funny, and he's like the most beautiful man alive. And on top of that, like, he's the sweetest person I've ever met. Like,
Most dudes that look like that are not that funny.
Yeah, and most dudes that look like that are women. It's awesome to see anybody doing well.
Rife is our boy, kind of.
Right, yeah, we're big Matt Rife fans.
He's
dude.
a friend of the show.
I think he gets an unfair amount of hate.
At the end of the day, if Matt Rife makes
crazy,
it,
man,
then he's a good comedian. But calling
Yeah,
him
bruh.
dangerous this
Can't lie.
generation is definitely accurate. But you'll have to watch my video on the most hated comedian.
yeah,
of all
if you
time
don't
to
know,
see why.
if you don't know, bro, you gotta watch. That one was a banger. I can't lie. Great vid, bruh. Not gonna lie. Honestly, bro, you love to see it, man. Like I said, I first saw him on Wild 'N Out years back, and I feel like like I didn't really see him much in between then and seeing him on TikTok. So let us see it, bro. W come up. Can't lie. Seems well deserved, but we don't know. For real, for real. But, you know, seems like